I was evacuated from here, following first an attack by some goons who had been hired and they were following me. They attacked me in front of my house, and I was admitted at Nairobi Hospital following that attack. Then thereafter, I got an information that they were looking for me, and they may harm me, as narrated in that story. So I took off. I was evacuated from here through the grace of the Catholic Church. One father, Father Makopio, and the Catholic nun, Sister Diane, in the United States. They took me on that journey. Early in the morning, the father was wearing a collar, the sister was wearing white, and myself was being carried also with a collar, and my name was Father Augustine from Machakos. That's how the name had been given. We passed through all these roadblocks from Nairobi all the way to Kisumu. We arrived and I was taken to the Catholic mission up on the hill. Again, introduced there as Father Augustine. After a meal in the evening, I was transferred to another mission called Rangala Mission in Ugenya. From there, I was taken home and kept in a house where nobody knew I was present. And I was taken from there late in the afternoon to the beach, one of the deserted beaches of Bondo, called Sirongo Beach. From Sirongo, I boarded a makeshift boat. It was being paddled to an island called Ndede Island. It's on Ndede Island where I met Robert and another team. The guy who had organized this mission was called Hezron Orori. He's late now. And there were some Ugandans who were available, who had come by. These were businessmen. They were bringing timber and so on to Kenya, and then going back with manufactured products. We will take clothes, we will take sugar, we will take mattresses and so on. So these are the people who now gave us a ride. And we were in that boat with my friends. I've never met it.
At the chandelier on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many days. My head is down, my head is turning around. I had to ride a river to get in Kingston town.
After that, it started raining very heavy, and it was just an open boat. It was raining, and there was a sick woman we were carrying in the boat. So I took out my jacket. It was was wearing, and I went and covered this sick lady. And we went like that until these guys, in that darkness, they managed to steer the boat right to the beach. It was about 20-mile long island. They knew exactly where to dock. We came out with the boat. We went up almost like a cliff to the village, and then settled in the village for a night. We were well received, and we spent the rest of the, we arrived there around 3 a.m. in the morning. And we spent the rest of the night there. In the morning, we walked around the island. These guys set out to go and get me Ugandan papers. They eventually got me Ugandan papers. From here,
the Bay of Mexico, where the sun shines daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a days. My head is down, my head is turning around. I had to let a little girl in Kingston.
in the late afternoon, we set sail again. This time my name was changed to Joseph Jiwa Wadea. That's how we now travel from this island. And as we were moving again in the lake, it started raining again. We went on to another island where we found one person living alone on that island with his family. He's a Kenyan, a relative of the late Robert Ouko at that time. He welcomed us, gave us shelter and comfort until it stopped raining. Then we continued our journey until we arrived at our destination, which was we docked at a shore parallel to a Ugandan town called Iganga. So we spent the rest of the night. We arrived there after 2 a.m. And the following morning, we went to Iganga, took a taxi, drove up to Jinja, and changed into another taxi. And at the entrance to Owen Falls Bridge, we found a roadblock. And they were expecting identification. And they saw my name, Mr. Jiwa there, and I had also certificates of tax called Misolu. I had paid my taxes for the last 3 years. So they waived us to pass. And that's how we entered into Kampala. And then I managed to track my friend in Kampala, Mr. Shem Luanga, who then received me. And from there, I now parted from the company I had come from Kenya. I was in the hand of Ugandans. I spent some time in Kampala. Eventually, I managed to find a way because I was registered with the United Nations Human Rights, High Commission for Refugees. And until they managed to get me a country of adaptation. And through a good Samaritan friend, I managed to get an air ticket to travel. They were again looking for me in Uganda.
Round the Bay of Mexico, where the sun shines daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm Sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many days. My head is down, my head is turning around. I had to let a little girl in Kingston town.